Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
We have always said it is about the children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one.
It's amazing how fast things can go from one moment when everyone is talking about Sean Diddy Combs and his glistening empire to the next. The internet is ablaze with rumors of underground tunnels, secret parties, and shocking accusations. Now, the wildfires raging across Los Angeles have only served to fuel the fire, as it were, but what if they were more than a natural disaster? What if they were a planned cover-up to destroy evidence that could rock Hollywood to its foundation?
But if there is one, can you read between the lines? There's a call from the prisons. Someone thinks that they have a green light on us that they don't even know what they're talking about.
Let's take a quick look back. It all started late last year when the music mogul, who had previously celebrated for his extravagant persona, was arrested on charges that shocked the entertainment industry. Legal documents, eyewitness accounts, and even some shocking leaks began to paint a picture of a man whose private life was allegedly far darker than anyone could have imagined, but it didn't stop there. Soon after, rumors of covert investigations surfaced, including claims that authorities had found a network of underground tunnels connected to Diddy's opulent Los Angeles mansion. These tunnels were allegedly more than just architectural oddities. They were allegedly the setting for horrific acts that had gone undetected for years.
Charges are. I have information that he was arrested tonight at a Manhattan hotel. He is currently being processed. I heard from his attorney they are still maintaining his innocence. They said that in anticipation of these charges that Diddy relocated to New York.
In the present day, Los Angeles is blazing with flames. While most people are preoccupied with the immediate destruction, some internet sleuths are posing a different kind of question. Could these fires be part of a deliberate effort to erase evidence linked to Diddy's case? It sounds implausible, but the timing is unquestionably unsettling, especially when you consider one specific figure at the center of this storm. The skies are choked with smoke, neighborhoods have been reduced to ash, and thousands of families have been forced to flee their homes. Carter, ally.
So Diddy, if you're just joining us here, was just arrested and taken into federal custody in New York tonight. Sources tell TMZ Homeland Security swooped into a Midtown hotel late Monday where Diddy was staying and they arrested him.
For those who aren't familiar with the story, Ali Carter is more than just another social media voice. She claims to have first-hand knowledge of the alleged horrors that occurred behind closed doors in Hollywood's most glitzy circles. She claims to have been a victim of exploitation at the hands of powerful elites, including Diddy himself. Her accusations are terrifying enough on their own, but what's really drawing attention right now is that Ally seems to have predicted the fires months ago. Yes, you heard that in one of her videos uploaded in late October 2024, Ali posted cryptic warnings online, implying that something disastrous was imminent. What her fans are saying.
A lot's about to come out. Another arrest is coming again. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires.
Given the current wildfires and conspiracy theories, her eerie prophecy has people glued to their screens. At the time, her statements could have looked extreme, even insane.
Happen, and then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking, and then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire, it wasn't an accident.
But first, let's dissect what exactly people are claiming about edging based on internet rumors that spies conveniently began in neighborhoods near residences purportedly connected to Diddy and other well-known persons. Social media users have pointed out that multiple celebrity homes have been destroyed in the fire, leading to speculation that this isn't merely a coincidence. Another theory circulating is that these fires were intentionally set to destroy evidence, possibly even the notorious to miss tunnels that investigators were reportedly looking into.
Incredible. And, it brings into context our whole system of innocent to proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? And, we could debate that all day long. Of all people that's unlikely to flee or get away, well, he's got the resources to flee. but he's so recognizable. And isn't he innocent until proven guilty? Well, yeah, but, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocent until proven guilty.
There is a lot to process, and although there isn't any hard evidence to back up these theories, they have undoubtedly captured the public's interest. In addition, there are rumors that Diddy's Los Angeles home was set to be searched by authorities in the coming days. If accurate, the timing of the fire close to his property feels almost too convenient. Some even suggest that the destruction of these homes might be a way to protect not just Diddy but an entire network of powerful people who could be implicated in the scandal. Finally, there is Ali Carter's story, which only heightens the mystery. In her recent interviews and social media posts, Ali Carter has described witnessing unspeakable acts at private parties hosted by the rich and famous. She has said that these gatherings were about more than just opulence, they were also about manipulating power and taking advantage of weaker people. I witnessed all she mentioned in a single, moving film. Ali claims that her experiences weren't isolated incidents and that there is a vast network of tunnels and secret locations used to facilitate these activities. One of those tunnels allegedly connects Diddy's home to other properties, including the infamous Playboy Mansion. The East wasn't just parties, it was something much darker, and the people involved are the same ones you see on your TV screens, the same ones you look up to. You're not alone if that seems like the storyline of a Hollywood thriller believing so, but Ali maintains that the reality is more bizarre and terrifying than fiction.
That with all the money he has and all the resources he has, they couldn't craft some solution that lets him be under some form of house arrest. And again, it sounds like special treatment, but the truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in general population where, everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend and everyone. So
naturally, not everyone agrees with these theories. Skeptics contend that the fires are simply a natural tragedy exacerbated by climate change, a tragic outcome of California's dry season and strong winds. They are not incorrect. Wildfires have been the state's ongoing problem in recent years, but for anyone who have been paying close attention to the Diddy case, the timing of these fires is difficult to overlook, particularly in light of Ali Carter's dire warnings.
Where his money could help us craft, he could build his separate jail cell, and we could keep him there. Just interesting to me that they sort of said, nope, you're going to be treated not like everybody else, but a lot like everybody else. Having money doesn't do it. So I wouldn't want to be those judges. There's sort of a no-win situation for the judge.
Users of TikTok and Twitter are sharing clips of Ali's videos alongside footage of the fires, creating connections and stoking rumors. Some are even demanding independent investigations into the cause of the fires, claiming that the official explanations don't add up. Social media has turned into a battlefield for this debate, with hashtags like Diddy Tunnels and La Conspiracy trending across platforms. One user commented, "It's too convenient. First we hear about these alleged tunnels and evidence, and now everything's going up in flames. Come on people, wake up." Meanwhile, Diddy's legal issues are getting worse, with charges against him ranging from organized crime to exploitation. His legal team has strongly denied the accusations, dismissing them as unfounded and part of a smear campaign, but as more accusations come forward and the court date approaches, the pressure is increasing. Now that these fires are adding even more volatility to an already explosive scenario, how this narrative will play out is anyone's guess.
By everything, they're going to try to transfer him, they're going to try to get him out. In a normal case where it's a high-profile person or a well-funded person, the prosecution and the judge is a little bit more concerned about a wrongful prosecution because people that are mad that they're being arrested for a crime they didn't commit can turn around and file for malicious prosecution.
The Diddy issue has become a lightning rod for conversations about power, privilege, and accountability in Hollywood, and Carter is still speaking out, so it's evident that the public is paying heed whether or not you accept the conspiracy theories. An increasing chorus of supporters is making it more difficult for anyone to turn a blind eye.
They can't move in the general population, and would he be at risk? Sure, he'd be at risk. There's so many people that have nothing to lose, right? They're going to be in jail the rest of their life. They've got nothing to, they want their 15 minutes of fame. They were friends with Diddy, or they hurt Diddy, or they Diddy, or they did. There's so many, people in jail that this would be their moment. You can't put them there. Plus,
as the flames rage in Los Angeles, one can't help but wonder, is this just a tragic coincidence, or is there something more sinister at play? If the allegations are true, What does that say about the lengths people will go to protect the powerful? These are the questions that keep people up at night, scrolling through their feeds in search of answers in a world that feels much darker than it did before. The story surrounding Diddy Combs has evolved into more than just a scandal. It's a full-blown cultural reckoning, drawing in not only the music mogul but also a web of celebrity lawsuits, and every new revelation of shocking allegations feels like another layer of Hollywood's ostensibly untouchable elite is being revealed. At the moment, people are discussing more than just Diddy. They are also discussing the celebrities who are connected to him, the mounting lawsuits, and the growing speculation about who knew what and when. It's the kind of drama that seems to be taken directly out of a Netflix thriller, only it's happening in real time.
At the courthouse in Lower Manhattan, the judge ordering the prosecution to turn over its findings from a jail cell raid, Diddy's jail cell, just yesterday. What were the contents of those raids?
Well, apparently, according to the defense, they're legal documents. The government's saying no, on the contrary, they're just some handwritten notes and a calendar.
Diddy's once immaculate public image has been completely destroyed since his arrest in late 2024. The man who built an empire on hit records, luxury branding, and larger-than-life parties is now at the center of a legal hurricane. The charges against him, which include trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy, are astounding, and the fallout has been swift, but what's really drawing attention is the sheer volume of lawsuits that have surfaced since Diddy's initial arrest. With allegations going back decades, the lawsuits depict a man who allegedly operated with impunity, protected by his wealth, fame, and connections.
That's it. If it is privilege, of course they won't. But if it really is what the prosecution says, that has nothing to do with the case, or even worse, it's actually evidence of witness tampering, because we all know the attorney-client privilege, there's a crime fraud exception. You can't use your lawyer to perpetuate a future or continuing fraud or crime. So if the documents are what the government says they are, they're going to get them again. And again, it's just going to be a matter of days, because I don't expect.
However, this isn't just about Diddy. It's also about the people who surround him, including the celebrities who have been to his infamous freak-off parties, the business associates who allegedly ignored him, and even Diddy's former partners who are now speaking out. For example, Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, was among the first to publicly sue him in late 2023. Cassie described horrifying experiences that she claims happened during their relationship and accused Diddy of years of cruelty. Even more startling is the speed at which her lawsuit was resolved, reportedly for an unknown amount, within 24 hours. Despite Diddy's legal team arguing that the payment wasn't an admission of guilt but rather that it caused a chain reaction, with other men are also coming forward with their own accounts of alleged abuse and manipulation, and accusers are coming forward almost instantly. Producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, for instance, has filed a lawsuit alleging that he was harassed and coerced into compromising situations while working with Diddy. In his filing, Jones also accused Diddy of using his celebrity connections to intimidate and control people around him. Jones even mentioned other well-known figures in the industry, alleging that they were either witnesses or complicit in the alleged behavior. Although many of these celebrities have remained silent, the public is beginning to wonder why no one spoke up sooner and who else knew what was happening.
Telling you right now, a lot of people don't want to get it. There's enough of you to do something, anything. And there's so many of you able to get loud.
To begin, let's discuss a few of the celebrities who have been associated with Diddy over the years, either through personal or business partnerships. In a recently resurfaced old interview, Usher talked candidly about his early years living with Diddy as a teenager, calling the experience wild and saying he was exposed to things he wasn't ready for at such a young age. Although Usher hasn't accused Diddy of anything, the internet has taken to his comments, with many speculating about what actually transpired during those years. Justin Bieber has also been connected to Diddy as a former mentee, although Bieber has so far remained silent on the accusations regarding his relationship with Diddy. Has drawn new attention from fans who want to know what he may have seen. Other celebrities, such as Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian, have also been brought into the discussion. Old videos of Khloe making a joke about going to one of Diddy's famous parties, where she said half the guests were nude, have come back to life and gone viral. It's unclear if she was being serious or just exaggerating for laughs, but the video has fueled the fire. Megan Fox recently removed all of her social media posts, which has sparked a lot of online speculation. Some conspiracy theorists have even suggested that her abrupt social media absence is related to her purported presence at one of Diddy's parties. Of course, there isn't any hard proof that she did anything improper, but the timing has folks curious.
You know, if you say the wrong thing or you complain or you know, I don't know, there's an element where you're just, I guess manipulated in a way to make you feel like, oh, you have to please everyone around you. You can't say anything wrong. You don't want to say a bad thing. Or, you know, when they're constantly asking, would you like to do drugs? And you're like, well, I don't do drugs. And they're like, well, why don't you do drugs?
However, industry insiders, producers, managers, and even former employees are beginning to share their own stories, so it's not just A-list celebrities who are feeling the pressure. In a recent anonymous interview, a former bodyguard who was Diddy's bodyguard at the height of his fame claimed to have witnessed unsettling things at Diddy's parties. However, the bodyguard refrained from leveling specific charges. His remarks have only strengthened the feeling that there is much more to this story than first meets the eye. Even Diddy's family is under scrutiny. According to at least one lawsuit, his son Justin Dior Combs was present at one of Diddy's contentious gatherings, but Justin hasn't made a public statement. Diddy's own family's participation has made an already difficult scenario much more complicated. It serves as a clear reminder that these accusations have wide-ranging ripple consequences that affect not only Diddy but also everyone in his immediate vicinity.
He was using, allegedly, these events to invite them back to these private mansion parties and hotel parties and God knows what else. But he was utilizing the branded events to be able to, you know, get the girls to come over to his private spaces.
Legal experts have noted that the sheer volume of accusations could make it difficult for Diddy's team to mount a successful defense, especially if key witnesses decide to testify against him. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is frantically trying to control the narrative. In a recent statement, they described the allegations as completely unfounded and accused the media of engaging in a smear campaign. They also pointed fingers at some of the accusers, casting doubt on their credibility and motivations. However, for many, these denials ring hollow, especially as more lawsuits continue to pile up and the pressure is only increasing.
There is so many people involved in this situation that works the machine here, that, you know, Diddy's obviously the head of the whole situation, you know, the king of parties, but there is multiple other people involved that are helping along the situation or, you know, participating in.
The so-called Diddy list, a purported list of celebrities who allegedly attended his parties or were otherwise connected to his activities, is one of the most explosive rumors currently circulating. Although the list's veracity is questionable at best, it hasn't stopped people from speculating. Names like Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and even Prince Harry have been mentioned even though there is no proof connecting them to any wrongdoing. The mere association has been enough to spark debate, with both fans and critics questioning how deep these connections actually go.
Did in fact occur, their argument is more than likely going to be that this activity was consensual, that this person was a willing participant, and not only that, but that these individuals assumed the risk of being present at those parties, of engaging and voluntarily engaging in this conduct and being in those spaces, consuming alcohol and things of that nature.
The upcoming Peacock documentary Diddy: The Making of a Bad Boy is adding to the intrigue. It promises to explore Diddy's rise to fame while also delve into the controversies that have defined his career. The trailer alone has generated a lot of interest, with interviews with former associates and employees describing a man driven by power and control. One particularly chilling moment in the trailer features an anonymous source who claims that Diddy turned the lights red at his parties to signal when certain activities were taking place. Diddy's legal team has dismissed the documentary as sensationalist nonsense. While the first portion discussed the conspiracy theories behind the fires, it is evident that the public is hungry to learn more. The wildfires and how they can relate to Diddy's case. The impact that these disasters are having on the industry as a whole. Many celebrities, including Paris Hilton, have lost their homes, has not yet been covered. Mandy Moore and Billy Crystal are currently dealing with the psychological effects of being enmeshed in such a turbulent time, in addition to the actual loss of their properties. Some have openly expressed their sadness. Others have been quiet, raising questions about what they might be concealing. This serves as a reminder that in Hollywood, it's frequently difficult to distinguish between the victim and the offender.
This looks like the apocalypse, to be honest with you. It just doesn't feel like the normal things that happen in your life. This is something very unusual about what's going on, in my humble opinion, right now.
As time passes, the questions seem to keep getting more and more complicated. How many more lawsuits will be filed? Will any of the celebrities connected to Diddy come forward? And, most importantly, will the upcoming trial finally reveal the truth? Let us know in the comments section below. The discussion is only getting started. Until then, stay tuned for more revelations and insights into the world of celebrity gossip. Goodbye for now.